All right. So thanks for joining us tonight. This is the first training Zoom call, and I just realized that there's a lot of tools and resources out there that we have access to, and I refer people to, people refer me to, and unless you actually get in and use it and see it, it just sometimes doesn't make as much sense. So the purpose of these training Zoom calls is to just do something very briefly, keep it to 10-15 minutes, and just go through things together, ask questions, learn together, and share it. So tonight I wanted to go through a resource that has had several iterations, and if you were at conference or you've been hearing, we've got the mission-driven system, mission-driven model. And so when I first saw the website, it was missiondrivensystem.com, and then it was missiondrivenmodel.info, and they're one and the same. And I just learned about shareyourmission.net, which is also one and the same, but there's a lot of other resources there. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for a lot of things. So I thought it would be good to just kind of take about 10-15 minutes and kind of go through and poke through and go through that. So from what I can gain insight from is this seems to come from Wendy Campbell's team, who's extremely successful, and a lot of resources there. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to... Okay, so hopefully everybody sees shareyourmission.net. Yes? Okay, great. So if you kind of scroll down here, you'll see that this is the same setup and the same buttons as all of the other, the Share Your Mission, the mission-driven system and mission-driven model. But, so let's go through that in itself. We've got our steps that we've talked about. You live the mission. And then when you're living the mission, you're going to share your journey. So there's a whole lot of different resources on here. So you've got, this is kind of a memory jogger, and there's like, who do I talk to? So it's got a lot of ticklers to kind of think through, and then you can actually start printing that out and creating a memory jogger. How to share. This is my favorite, which I probably use the most often if I'm looking for videos on the product. Click on here and you've got access to all of these product videos. You can go into the most popular ones. If you want to share an actual YouTube link, you can, when you start playing something, click there and go directly to YouTube. But you also have this Safe Share link down here at the bottom, and what that does is it takes you, did you get there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So that'll take you to a safe YouTube, so it just shows you the video that you want to share and nothing else. So there's a whole lot of options there with how to share videos.
Wow.
Also breaks them down into the next gen, Tower Garden, different doctors speaking. So this is just a great place to go and find the videos that you want.
Yeah.
And when I'm training new team members, I'll continually send them here, just because you go to these videos on YouTube and they are coming from the Juice Plus site, the virtual franchise site, different things like that. So they're going to get those channels there. So let's go back. We don't have time to go through all of these, but I mean, sharing your journey, this kind of, if you take and go through these buttons, you're going to get so many tools. So here's your monthly event planner. So that's a great way to kind of plan out events for your month and your invitation list. And it even has some invite verbiage, and this is for Facebook events. So follow-up, it'll go through actually, some follow-up tips, how to follow up, 3 questions, different things like that. So once you share your journey and you get your customers, then we're inspiring one simple change. So that's the order forms, your HLP online, different things like that. Knowing your customer, this is a great tool to kind of get and learn your customer expectations. So you can actually go through with your new customer and learn what are they expecting by taking Juice Plus. You know, are they expecting more energy? Or are they expecting to lose weight? Different things like that. Because if you know that in the beginning, then when you follow up and check with them through their journey, you can make sure that they're hitting, you know, what their expectations are. And this also will go through and give you a checklist of our experienced customer care program. So day 1, what you do, day 10, what you do, you know, verbiage and all of that. And yes, I am kicking myself because I don't use this. This is such great stuff here. It's just all right here.
Oh my gosh.
So that's all in getting to know your customer, and then we've got engaging your customer. So, you know, there's some videos on, you know, getting to know Renee O'Neill, customer engagement, different things like that. One simple change. So we go through and we've got this is where you can get your, you know, we're so great. We've got, you know, Mick Daly and, you know, the Juice Plus journey, but this is where he gets all of, you know, where we get all of our stuff. So every month they're posting those new files that you can download to your Dropbox with posts to make, different challenges every month, different things like that. So that's where you can get all of those things there. And then you're wanting to create a raving fan. So about, you know, 90 days, you're going to go through and contact your customer and go through with this survey. And so a lot of these things on this survey aren't, you know, huge things, but, you know, they're things that the customer might be experiencing that they don't realize. So it's very important at that 90-day period to go through and ask them these things, because then it's like, oh, well, yeah, you know, I have been sleeping better, or yeah, my nails are stronger, different things like that. So you're actually kind of bringing it out versus, you know, at the end of their 4-month period saying, so are you ready to reorder? Well, I haven't had these like miraculously huge changes. No, it's not doing anything for me. So you're just kind of reminding them. So this is a great tool to have there. And then inviting your customer to join our mission. So the business, this one is where our virtual franchise videos are, a bunch of great videos there that you can share. So this is like the product videos, but this is all on, you know, all of these are on the virtual franchise. So here's specifics about our HLP, 2000 plus. Look at this, virtual office training, part 1 and 2, you know, all sorts of stuff here.
Nice.
So that's a great resource. Sharing our mission. I've used this. So yeah, it's kind of giving you some verbiage on how to invite to the mission and different things like that. So just a lot of great tools to actually go through and look at one at a time. And then guiding your new team members. So here's a get started kind of checklist, some very basics. Getting them set up, getting them connected, and getting them started. So here you can tell, I think these are Wendy Campbell's team calls, which is nice because it's, you know, kind of open to everybody, and she does some really great team calls. But that's just kind of a nice, simple checklist to get started. And then you can just go through, here's the marketing plan, designing your team, your DMO. This is a great DMO to fill out every week. So it's you're contacting, you know, 2 new people every day, 2 follow-ups, 2 customers, 2 team members. And again, this is for people that are like, you know, really serious and wanting to take off with their business. If you've got somebody that only has a couple hours a week, maybe they're only going to want to contact, you know, 2 new people a week or 2 follow-ups a week, but it's still a great tool to give them to kind of think through those things. So that is, I mean, this is what is available on Mission-Driven Model, Mission-Driven System. What I like about shareyourmission.net, and thank you to Alita Spire who recommended this to me, up at the top, there is a ton more information here. So we've got the Inspiring Healthy Living series, so you can get directly to our live Thursday night calls. So that's all up there. And I think if you click on these, if I remember correctly,
You can register.
you can get the past webinars.
Mm.
You can actually go back and listen a month or 4 webinars behind. Or maybe that's looks like from when we started. So yeah, they'll just keep all of these past webinars.
I've actually watched past webinars, so you can go back through.
Wow. Yeah, those
That's
are
awesome.
great tools.
Yeah, they are.
We also have this product tools. So here, if you look at this, this is all complete recipes, price comparisons, soy information, handouts that you can give out, product information. I mean, if you look at all of it, look at here's Juice Festive, Copycat versus Juice Plus, a ton of information, the gluten-free statement, gastric bypass. I mean, it just, if you've got any questions, this is kind of where you want to go. Here's my journey with MS, lupus, all sorts of things. And here's Tower Garden. So that would be your product tools. And then you also have business tools here. So your getting started checklist, which is kind of the same that was on the share your mission, but virtual franchise bullet points, PowerPoint or Keynote on the first 6 months on, basically fast tracking to sales coordinator, trainings on the virtual office, working a vendor fair, personal development. And then this is a great one. Wendy Campbell, when she was here, she talked about having that organizational workbook. So here it is. This is exactly what, here's what you put in tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, and 4. So those are some suggestions just to kind of get you started. And then here's a bunch of coaching tools, different things like that. How to read the 12-month analysis report, how to read the PV report. And then finally, we've got the T30. So basic information, pricing, clean eating, different things like that. So I like shareyourmission.net as opposed to the other ones just because of this up here.
Yeah.
It's kind of this one-stop shop with a wealth of information. So yeah, takes a while to get through, but it's good to know that it's there if you're looking for something specific. So yeah, any questions on that? I'm gonna bring it back.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it can kind of be overwhelming, but I like that it's kind of broken down like that, and looks like it's, I know Wendy Campbell's site has all of those recorded, calls and different professionals and different things like that, but this is kind of a great, easy place to send not only yourself, but send your team members.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Thank you for that. That's amazing. There's a ton on there that I'm like, holy cow, the training on the virtual office, I'm like, I don't need to record anything. Just send them this video.
Exactly.
Because I've been walking people through just a few things, but to have that and spend less time having to do that, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What team is Share the Mission?
I'm thinking it's from Wendy Campbell's team, just because I think
there's a lot of information on it. Wow.
Yeah, in business tools, some of these, like the getting started checklist, I don't know, some of them have Wendy Campbell's call on them or her workbook and stuff like that. So when I was looking through, I kept seeing, her name and her team on there. So it's got to be coming from her team, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a good question. Oh, right there. Sorry. There you go. Oh, I'm not sharing anymore.
Like what?
If you're on, if you click on the business tools, it says underneath, for more business tools, visit campbellteam.net. So yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yep. So,
And we all have access to that. She gave us the password.
Yeah. So this is kind of more of a summary of, the vastness of her page. So,
Oh, she's amazing.
so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. So